Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this lecture, we are going to discuss types of chromosomes and microbodies. Based on the position of centromere, the chromosomes can be classified into four types. So on the basis of position of centromere in the chromosomes, there are four types of chromosomes. First is metacentric chromosome. Second is a submetacentric chromosome. Third is acrocentric chromosome. And fourth one is telocentric chromosome. क्रोमोसोम में सेंट्रोमेयर की पोजीशन कैसी है उसके आधार पे क्रोमोसोम्स के फोर टाइप्स हैं, मेटासेंट्रिक, सब मेटासेंट्रिक, एक्रोसेंट्रिक, टीलोसेंट्रिक. So one by one we will discuss all these four types of chromosomes. So what is meant by metacentric chromosome first? The metacentric chromosome has middle centromere forming two equal arms of the chromosome. So first is metacentric. So when we observe this diagram, in metacentric chromosome, the centromere is situated in the center of the chromosome, and due to the presence of central position of the centromere, there is formation of two equal arms of the chromosome, first arm and this second arm of the chromosome. These two arms of the chromosomes, they are equal in size. तो मेटासेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम में सेंट्रोमेयर जो है सेंट्रल पोजीशन पे होता है क्रोमोसोम के, और सेंट्रल पोजीशन पे होने की वजह से क्रोमोसोम्स के दो इक्वल आर्म्स हमें यहाँ दिखते हैं. सब मेटासेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम, द सब मेटासेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम हैज़ सेंट्रोमेयर स्लाइटली अवे फ्रॉम द मिडल ऑफ द क्रोमोसोम resulting into one shorter and one longer arm. So in submetacentric chromosome, centromere is situated slightly away from the center of the chromosome, and therefore there is formation of one shorter arm and one longer arm of the chromosome. तो submetacentric chromosome में सेंट्रोमेयर जो है मिडल पोजीशन से थोड़ा सा ऊपर के साइड पे होता है, इसलिए एक आर्म जो है क्रोमोसोम की शॉर्ट होती है और एक आर्म जो है वो लॉन्ग होती है. Now acrocentric chromosome, in case of acrocentric chromosome, the centromere is situated close to its end, forming one extremely short and one very long arm. So in acrocentric chromosome, when we observe this diagram, the centromere is situated close to the one another end of the chromosome, and therefore there is formation of very extremely short arm एंड अनदर लॉन्ग आर्म ऑफ द क्रोमोसोम. कि यहाँ पे एक्रोसेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम में क्या होता है, सेंट्रोमेयर जो है एक जो एंड है क्रोमोसोम का उसकी तरफ ज़्यादा उसकी पोजीशन होता है, और इस वजह से क्रोमोसोम की एक आर्म जो है शॉर्ट होती है और दूसरी आर्म जो है हमें लॉन्ग दिखती है. देन टीलोसेंट्रिक, इन टीलोसेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम the centromere is present at the terminal position. So when we observe this telocentric chromosome, at that time this centromere is positioned at the terminal point of the chromosome and forming two long arms and extremely very short arm at the terminal position of the chromosome. So because this centromere is present towards the telomere of the chromosome in telocentric chromosome, and therefore it is called as a टीलोसेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम. तो टीलोसेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम में क्या होता है, सेंट्रोमियर जो है क्रोमोसोम के जो वन एंड है उसकी तरफ होता है और बहुत शॉर्ट आर्म ऊपर की तरफ दिखते हैं हमें, और नीचे जो है वेरी लॉन्ग आर्म हमें दिखाई देते हैं. और ये जो सेंट्रोमियर है, टीलोमियर जो होता है क्रोमोसोम का वन एंड को, तो उस तरफ ये सेंट्रोमियर प्रेजेंट होता है, इसलिए उसे टीलोसेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम कहते हैं. So here also see the diagram where you can easily observe the position of the centromere. So first is metacentric, this one, second submetacentric, third acrocentric, and fourth telocentric. So here you can easily observe the telomere, then short arm, long arm, chromatid and centromere. So metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. Sometimes a few chromosomes have a non-staining secondary constrictions at a constant location. This gives the appearance of a small fragment called satellite. Some chromosomes possesses non-staining secondary constriction at a particular location, at a constant location. This, and due to the presence of this secondary constriction, there is formation of a small fragment called as a satellite. So here see the diagram where you can easily understand the secondary constriction which is formed in the chromosome. So what is this secondary constriction? Secondary constriction is nothing but the fragment which is formed on the chromosome due to the development of repetitive sequence of DNA, and these repetitive sequences of DNA are formed at a particular location, at a constant location on the chromosome, and this gives rise to the formation of small fragment, and that small fragment which is formed on the chromosome, that is called as a secondary constriction, or which is also called, and that is called as a satellite. Secondary constriction is also called as a satellite. कि कुछ क्रोमोसोम्स में क्या होता है कि कांस्टेंट लोकेशन पे हमें सेकेंडरी कंस्ट्रिक्शन दिखता है, और ये सेकेंडरी कंस्ट्रिक्शन जो है रिपीटेटिव डीएनए सीक्वेंस की वजह से डेवलप होता है, और ये सेकेंडरी कंस्ट्रिक्शन जो तैयार होता है वो स्मॉल फ्रैगमेंट में हमें दिखाई देता है, और उसे हम कहते हैं सैटेलाइट. Now coming to last point of our topic, microbodies. Many membrane-bound minute vesicles called microbodies that contain various enzymes are present in both plant and animal cells. So what are microbodies? Microbodies are nothing but the membrane-bound minute vesicles. Microbodies are nothing but the membrane-bound minute vesicles which contain various enzymes. Microbodies are nothing but the membrane-bound minute vesicles that contain various types of enzymes, and these microbodies they are present both in plant and एनिमल सेल्स. तो माइक्रोबॉडीज़ क्या है? माइन्यूट वेसिकल्स है, मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड माइन्यूट वेसिकल्स है जिसमें वेरियस एंजाइम्स प्रेजेंट्स होते हैं, और जो ये एंजाइम जो है डिफरेंट मेटाबॉलिक रिएक्शंस में, डिफरेंट मेटाबॉलिक पाथवे में सेल यूज करती है. सो एग्जांपल्स ऑफ वेसिकल्स इंक्लूड पेरोक्सिसोम्स विच आर प्रेजेंट इन एनिमल सेल्स, then spirosomes and glyoxysomes. These are microbodies. These are nothing but the minute vesicles which are present in plant cells. So remember the examples of these microbodies: peroxisomes, which are present in animal cells, spirosomes which are present in plant cells, and glyoxysomes which are also present in plant cells. So these two are present in plant cells, whereas peroxisomes are present in animal cells. So I hope you understood all the content of this topic. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment. Thank you.